Have you ever noticed something strange? The harder you try to manifest something, the more it seems to slip away. You repeat affirmations hundreds of times. You visualize every day. You create vision boards. You journal your desires. Yet, nothing seems to happen. But then, the moment you stop obsessing about it, the moment you finally let it go, suddenly the opportunity appears. The phone rings. The money arrives. The relationship changes. Coincidence? Or is there a deeper law at work? Today, we are uncovering one of the greatest paradoxes of manifestation. Why surrender, not control, is often the missing ingredient between wishing and receiving. By the end of this video, you'll understand why trying to control the universe may actually be blocking your manifestations, and you'll learn how true surrender can create the space for abundance to flow naturally into your life. The biggest manifestation myth. One of the biggest misunderstandings about manifestation is believing that you must constantly think about your desire. Many people imagine manifestation looks like this. I have to keep visualizing. I have to repeat affirmations every hour. I need to stay positive all the time. I must never have a negative thought. Eventually, manifestation starts feeling less like a joyful creative process and more like a full-time job. Instead of feeling inspired, people feel exhausted. Instead of feeling abundant, they feel anxious. Instead of trusting life, they begin monitoring every tiny sign, wondering, is it coming? Did I do enough? Did my negative thoughts ruin everything? This constant mental checking is not faith. It is fear wearing the mask of manifestation. And fear creates resistance. Let's ask ourselves an honest question. Can you make a flower bloom by pulling on its petals? Of course not. The flower blooms because the conditions are right. It receives sunlight. It receives water. Its roots are healthy. And then, naturally, it blossoms. Manifestation works in a remarkably similar way. Your desire is like planting a seed. Once planted, constantly digging up the seed to check whether it is growing doesn't help it grow faster. In fact, it interrupts the very process you want to encourage. Yet, this is exactly what many people do with their dreams. They visualize in the morning. Then they worry all afternoon. They affirm abundance. Then they check their bank balance 20 times. They imagine their soulmate. Then they wonder why they are still single. Every moment of checking communicates one underlying belief. I don't trust that it's happening. And that vibration can keep us emotionally attached to the absence of what we want rather than the possibility of receiving it. Why we try to control everything. Control feels safe. Our minds are designed to predict outcomes because, throughout human history, prediction helped us survive. If our ancestors could anticipate danger, they were more likely to stay alive. Even today, our brains often interpret uncertainty as a potential threat. So when we deeply desire something, a promotion, financial freedom, better health, or a loving relationship, our mind naturally wants certainty. It starts asking questions. When will it happen? How will it happen? What if it never happens? The mind mistakes uncertainty for danger. But manifestation requires us to tolerate uncertainty while continuing to take constructive action. That doesn't mean becoming passive. It means recognizing that not every detail is within our control. Imagine standing beside a flowing river. Now imagine trying to push the water faster. No matter how hard you push, the river flows at its own pace. Now imagine placing a leaf into the river. The leaf doesn't fight the current. It simply moves with it. Life often behaves more like the river than a machine we can control. When we constantly force outcomes, we can create unnecessary stress. When we learn to cooperate with life's flow while doing our part, we often notice more creativity, resilience, and unexpected opportunities. Surrender is not floating aimlessly. It is trusting the river while still choosing the direction you wish to travel. What surrender really means? Many people misunderstand surrender. They think surrender means giving up. It doesn't. Giving up says, nothing will ever change. Surrender says, I've done what I can. I'm open to outcomes unfolding in ways I may not yet see. Giving up closes possibilities. Surrender keeps possibilities open. Giving up comes from hopelessness. Surrender comes from trust. Giving up lowers your energy. Surrender can free your energy from constant worry. This distinction matters. You can still have ambitious goals, make plans, learn new skills, and work consistently while also releasing the need to control every step of the journey. The Chinese finger trap. Have you ever seen a Chinese finger trap? It's a small woven tube. The harder you pull your fingers apart, the tighter it grips. The only way to free yourself is to stop pulling so hard and gently move inward before releasing. Manifestation often feels similar. The more desperately we chase, the more emotionally trapped we become. The more we relax our grip, the easier it becomes to notice possibilities, make wise decisions, and respond to opportunities that were already around us. Sometimes, letting go is not about abandoning your goal. It's about releasing the tension surrounding it. Why attachment creates resistance? Think about the difference between these two thoughts. I know my opportunity is coming. Versus, I need it to happen today or I'll never be happy. The first reflects confidence. The second places your emotional well-being entirely on one outcome. Attachment says, my happiness depends on this. Surrender says, my happiness doesn't disappear while I work toward this. This emotional shift can make a profound difference. When we become less consumed by one specific outcome, we often think more clearly, make better choices, and remain open to possibilities we hadn't considered. Nature never rushes. Look around nature. The sun doesn't rush to rise. Trees don't panic because winter has arrived. The ocean doesn't worry whether another wave will come. Everything unfolds according to its own rhythm. Yet human beings often demand immediate results. I've been visualizing for 3 weeks. Why isn't it here yet? I've done affirmations for 30 days. What's taking so long? Nature reminds us that meaningful growth is often invisible before it becomes visible. A seed spends time developing beneath the soil before anyone sees a sprout. In the same way, many important changes, new habits, relationships, skills, or opportunities develop gradually before becoming obvious. Faith is the opposite of force. Imagine ordering something online. Once you've placed the order with a trusted seller, you don't usually call every hour asking if the package still exists. You trust the process and wait for delivery while continuing with your life. Many manifestation teachers use this analogy because it highlights an important mindset. Act with intention, then allow space for the process to unfold. That doesn't guarantee a specific outcome or timeline, but it does reduce the stress of trying to micromanage every moment. Faith doesn't mean never having doubts. It means choosing not to let those doubts drive every decision. The beautiful paradox. Here's one of the most fascinating truths about manifestation. The moment you stop needing something to feel complete, You often become more emotionally available to recognize opportunities, take aligned action, and appreciate what is already present. When your happiness is no longer held hostage by one result, your perspective expands. You may notice possibilities that anxiety previously obscured. You become calmer, more creative, more resilient, more magnetic in your interactions. Whether you view manifestation through a spiritual lens or a psychological one, this shift in state can change how you experience and respond to life. But here's the question: if surrender is so powerful, how do you actually surrender without becoming passive? How do you let go while still taking meaningful action? How can you stop controlling every outcome without losing your ambition? And what daily practices help you cultivate trust while staying focused on your goals? Let's explore practical methods for surrender, common mistakes that keep people stuck, and simple exercises you can begin using today to create more peace, clarity, and aligned action. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share in the comments. What is one thing you're ready to surrender today? Your story may inspire someone else who needs to hear it. The more tightly you try to control every outcome, the more resistance you may create. But that naturally leads to an important question. If we are supposed to surrender, then what are we actually supposed to do? Should we stop visualizing? Should we stop setting goals? Should we simply sit on the couch and wait for miracles? Absolutely not. True surrender isn't the absence of action. It's the absence of anxiety while taking action. There is a profound difference. Today, let's explore what surrender looks like in everyday life and how you can practice it in a practical, grounded way. The difference between inspired action and forced action. Imagine two people looking for a new job. The first person wakes up every morning feeling desperate. They refresh job websites every 5 minutes. They constantly think, what if I never get hired? Every rejection feels like proof that they're not good enough. The second person also applies for jobs. They update their resume. They prepare for interviews. They continue learning new skills. But they carry a different inner dialogue. The right opportunity will come. My responsibility is to prepare myself and give my best. Both people are taking action. But one is acting from fear. The other is acting from trust. Externally, they look similar. Internally, they are worlds apart. Manifestation is often less about whether you act and more about the emotional state from which you act. Control comes from fear. Whenever we try to control every detail of life, there is usually fear underneath. Fear of failure. Fear of rejection. Fear of uncertainty. Fear of losing. Fear that we are somehow not enough. Control becomes our attempt to protect ourselves from disappointment. But here's the irony. The more we try to eliminate uncertainty, the more anxious we become. Because life has never promised complete certainty. Relationships are uncertain. Business is uncertain. Health changes. Markets fluctuate. People change. The future is always unfolding. Learning to live peacefully with uncertainty is one of the greatest forms of inner freedom. The universe doesn't always deliver through your plan. One of the biggest mistakes people make in manifestation is deciding exactly how their desire must arrive. I'll only be happy if I get this particular job. I must marry this specific person. My business must succeed exactly this way. Sometimes life surprises us. Many successful entrepreneurs never planned the opportunity that changed their lives. Many happy couples met in completely unexpected circumstances. Many careers took turns that no one could have predicted. When we become attached to only one pathway, we may overlook other meaningful opportunities. Surrender means remaining open to possibilities beyond our current imagination while still pursuing our goals with commitment. The art of detached intention. Think of an archer preparing to shoot an arrow. The archer carefully chooses the target. They steady their posture. They focus. They release the arrow. Once the arrow leaves the bow, they cannot chase it through the air. Their work is complete. Manifestation follows a similar rhythm. Step 1. Set the intention. Step 2. Prepare yourself. Step 3. Take action. Step 4. Release your attachment to controlling every outcome. The release is just as important as the aim. A simple daily practice of surrender. Let's explore a simple practice you can do every morning. Close your eyes. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Place your hand over your heart. Now silently say, "Today I choose to give my best effort. I release the need to control every outcome. I trust that I can handle whatever today brings. I remain open to opportunities I may not yet see." Then ask yourself one simple question. What is the next right action I can take today? Not 10 actions. Not a 5-year plan. Just the next right step. This practice combines intention, presence, and practical action without requiring certainty about the future. Stop asking, when? One of the most damaging habits in manifestation is constantly asking, when will it happen? Every day becomes another countdown. Every delay feels like failure. Instead, ask better questions. What can I learn today? How can I grow today? Who can I become today? These questions shift your attention from what you lack to how you are developing. Growth often prepares us for opportunities before those opportunities arrive. Why gratitude changes everything. Gratitude isn't pretending your life is perfect. It's recognizing that even while pursuing more, there is already something valuable in the present moment. Research in positive psychology has found that gratitude practices can improve well-being, increase optimism, and reduce stress. When you appreciate what is already working in your life, you are less likely to operate from a mindset of constant scarcity. Every evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be extraordinary. A warm cup of tea, a meaningful conversation, a beautiful sunrise, a lesson learned. Small moments train the mind to notice abundance instead of only focusing on what's missing. The power of trust. Think about learning to swim. If you panic, you tense every muscle. Ironically, that makes floating more difficult. But when you relax and trust the water, your body naturally becomes more buoyant. Life often reflects a similar principle. The tighter we grip every outcome, the heavier our emotional experience becomes. Trust doesn't mean assuming everything will unfold exactly as you hope. It means believing that you can respond wisely to whatever unfolds. That kind of trust builds resilience. Signs you're moving from control to surrender. How do you know you're truly surrendering? Here are a few signs. You stop obsessively checking for signs. You no longer feel devastated by every setback. You experience more moments of peace. You become patient without becoming passive. You continue taking action even when results are delayed. You celebrate other people's success instead of comparing yourself. You sleep better because your mind isn't constantly rehearsing worst case scenarios. Most importantly, you begin enjoying the journey instead of postponing your happiness until some future destination. The garden lesson. Imagine two gardeners. The first plants seeds. Every hour, he digs them up to check if they've grown. Naturally, nothing survives. The second gardener plants carefully, waters consistently, removes weeds, trusts the seasons. Weeks later, the garden begins to bloom. Manifestation asks us to become the second gardener. Our responsibility is not to force growth. Our responsibility is to create healthy conditions. Consistent effort, healthy habits, positive relationships, continuous learning, inner peace. The harvest follows in its own time. A story about bamboo. There's a remarkable story about the Chinese bamboo tree. After planting the seed, for years, very little appears above the ground. A person unfamiliar with bamboo might assume nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, the root system is expanding. Then, when the foundation is ready, the bamboo grows rapidly in a short period. Whether or not every version of this story is botanically precise, the metaphor is powerful. Some of the most important growth in life happens beneath the surface through character, discipline, emotional resilience, and wisdom. When the visible breakthrough finally comes, it often rests on years of invisible preparation. So now we understand something truly powerful. Surrender is not weakness. It is quiet confidence. It is choosing trust over constant tension. It is acting with intention while releasing the need to control every detail. But there is one final piece that brings everything together. Let's explore a powerful daily surrender ritual, transformative affirmations, the role of faith and identity in manifestation, and the biggest secret that spiritually awakened people understand about receiving what they desire. We'll end with a beautiful guided practice that you can return to whenever you feel overwhelmed, impatient, or tempted to control everything. If this video has inspired you so far, let me know in the comments. Detach from the outcome, stay committed to the vision. Many people confuse detachment with losing interest. They're not the same thing. Imagine a mountain climber. They have a clear vision of reaching the summit. But they don't spend every second staring at the peak. Instead, they focus on the next step, then the next, and the next. Eventually, those small steps take them to the top. Manifestation works in a similar way. Keep your vision. Release your obsession. Stay committed to your actions. Let go of your need to control the timeline. Every meaningful journey is climbed one step at a time. The power of presence. Many people postpone happiness. I'll be happy when I get promoted. I'll be happy when I earn more money. I'll be happy when I meet the right person. But life keeps happening while we are waiting. Presence reminds us that joy is available in ordinary moments. The warmth of the morning sun, a conversation with a loved one, the laughter of a child, a peaceful walk, a cup of tea, the sound of birds singing. When you stop postponing happiness, you discover something remarkable. You become more alive today. And that fuller engagement with life often helps you recognize opportunities you might otherwise overlook. A beautiful story about the butterfly. There's a story about a child who found a butterfly struggling to emerge from its cocoon. Feeling sorry for it, the child carefully cut the cocoon open. The butterfly emerged easily, but its wings never fully developed. it could never fly. Why? Because the struggle itself helped strengthen the wings. Whether or not every version of this story reflects biological reality, its lesson is deeply meaningful. Sometimes the challenges we face are not punishments. They are preparation, patience, resilience, compassion, wisdom. These qualities often grow through experiences we wouldn't have chosen. Looking back, many people realize that the obstacles they once feared taught them lessons that shaped who they became. Powerful daily affirmations. Let's end with affirmations you can repeat each day. Take a slow breath. Repeat after me. I trust the journey of my life. I release the need to control every outcome. I welcome opportunities with an open heart and mind. I take consistent, meaningful action toward my goals. I choose peace instead of worry. I allow growth to happen one step at a time. I am resilient, resourceful, and capable. I appreciate what I have while working toward what matters most to me. I trust myself to respond wisely to life's changes. I welcome abundance in all its forms. Pause after each affirmation. Let the words become more than statements. Allow them to become intentions for how you live. As we come to the end of this video, remember this simple truth. The universe doesn't ask you to carry the weight of controlling everything. It asks you to plant the seed. Water it with consistent effort. Protect it with faith. Nourish it with gratitude. And then, allow it to grow. Your responsibility is your intention, your mindset, your actions, your character. The timing of every outcome isn't always yours to command. But how you choose to live today, that is always within your influence. Perhaps the greatest manifestation isn't receiving everything you desire. Perhaps it's becoming someone who can experience peace, purpose, and gratitude regardless of circumstances. Because from that place, you don't just attract a better life, you create one. If this message touched your heart, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and join our growing community dedicated to mindfulness, manifestation, and inner transformation. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing you're choosing to surrender today? Write it in the comments using this affirmation. Today, I choose trust over control. As you write those words, you're making a conscious commitment not to stop dreaming, but to release fear, embrace growth, and move forward with courage. If this video inspired you, please share it with someone who may need this reminder today. Until next time, keep believing, keep growing, and remember, when you release the need to force life, you create space for wisdom, opportunity, and unexpected blessings to enter. Take care, stay present, and may your journey be filled with peace, purpose, and abundance.